Hello, YouTube. This is Flash Notion here, recording on my phone actually because I'm at work, and I got the notification that Draft the Filmmaker put out a new trailer, and it is for Transformers: The Last Night, and I freaking love the trailer that came out for that movie. It looks so amazing, and I'm setting myself up for disappointment. I know I am, but I cannot wait until the fifth Transformers movie comes out. It looks amazing. In any case, so yeah, Draft put his version of this out, and I'm gonna try and watch it. I've borrowed one of my work computers here, and I'm just gonna see how it goes out. So let's get started here. Put my phone down and we'll get started in 3, 2, 1, go.
It has been said through the ages,
Ooh.
without sacrifice, there can be no victory.
Not bad there.
Two species at war.
Ooh, nice. Oh! That was good. Aww.
One metal.
Ooh. I like that.
Optimus Prime has left us.
Oh. I like it. Well, not that bad, but
100 billion trillion planets
for the most part.
Cosmos.
Oh. Nice.
You want to know, don't you? Why they keep
He has tiny hands. Oh, nice. Ooh. Oh.
I want to stay, and I want to fight them.
I like it.
And now, two worlds colliding.
Nightmare Moon, nice.
Operation's over. We're not giving up, okay? Only one survives.
Ooh.
Oh my God. Forgive me.
Dude, oh my God. Holy crap. Dude. Holy crap. I really hope this recording works out because that was amazing. I'm going to have to watch that like 3 more times later just to actually understand everything that was in there, but that was incredibly well done. And I have already seen moving. I gotta get up and walk around now because I can't stand still. Oh my God. I have already seen versions of that trailer ponified, but that by far blows them out of the water. Draft's editing is just incredible, and the character matchup, I suppose, whatever, but it works so well. And although, well, yeah, it worked. It worked so well. I'm gonna have to record a second part to this later when I get home and I rewatch the trailer a couple times just because that was amazing. So I'm going to do that. Okay, so I am back home now, and I have watched this trailer like 3 or 4 more times, and yeah, it's awesome. I mean, it's wow. I am not worthy. But there are a couple of things, and I don't really want to be negative, but these are things that kind of bug me that I've noticed to be rather consistent, I guess is the word, across his last few trailers. So Draft, if you're listening to this, constructive criticism is what I'm going for with this. First thing is the part where in the original trailer it was the girl looking at the robot. In your version, in Draft's version, it's Fluttershy and Apple Bloom. Right, that part. He used this technique of just like making everything around the characters just so much darker, and then combining them together, combining 2 separate clips into one. And I mean, it works kind of, but it's gotten to the point where it's kind of distracting because he does it so often. There's just so much darkness in the trailers, like physical darkness, not emotional darkness, physical darkness that makes it hard to see sometimes what is happening. Now, I don't know if there's any other way to combine them. I mean, my own video editor does have ways to combine clips like that, but they're kind of messy and I don't use it very often. When I do my own trailers, I prefer to find stuff in the original content, or in the original version, or I prefer to find stuff from the shows that actually matches up rather than just having to create it myself. Sometimes that isn't quite possible. Sometimes you have to go with a best fit. Sometimes you can combine stuff. It's just kind of clunky. But if there is a way for Draft to do it differently, I'd kind of like to see him try to do it a little bit differently in the future. Just because that's just kind of getting a little bit annoying. But I mean, it worked out well enough for that one. That was like one of the only scenes in the trailer that I actually noticed it on, so that's an improvement over the last couple. In that one, it worked well enough. Come to think of it, in the Changeling one, there were some, like, in the beginning, he layered a lot of different clips together, and I didn't notice really any of the darkness outside of, like, around the edges to set the tone of the trailer. So, yeah, do what you did in the Changeling one, Draft. But for this one, second thing that kind of bugged me, the part where they're supposed to be arresting Cade in the original one, Flash Sentry in this new version, it had a lot of vectors in it that just didn't quite look right. The guns for number one, the guns, they just, I don't know what it is. I noticed in the Changeling one, and I was kind of like, okay, yeah, I mean, guns don't exist in the MLP universe, so he obviously had to get custom vectors for that, and obviously those are going to be different. But I feel like even with a custom vector, you should be like able to add shadows to it or something to make it look more like it's actually in the scene and not just cut and pasted on top of it, which is what it kind of looked like here. So I don't know what to tell him because I, once again, don't really do stuff like that. But yeah, just something I noticed. And with Flash Sentry himself, his hands were tiny. What was up with that? My mind couldn't help but jump to the inevitable Donald Trump comparison, just because that's so recent. Which I don't know if that was intentional, just to be funny, or if like I don't know. What was the other thing? There was something else. Oh, right. Just a couple of the clip choices for this one. I understand why he put in, like, from Legend of Everfree that all the magic coming out of the portal, but having Sombra come right after that just didn't work. Like, if you're gonna do something like that, at least try to keep it consistent. Like, in the original trailer, the threat was the giant planet thing that was eating our moon. So, I mean, I'm saying that a lot in this review here, but if you're going to have something replacing that is not exactly like it, he could have used the clip of Gaia Everfree coming out of the forest from Legend of Everfree instead of Sombra, and that would have worked so much better because it would have been consistent and would have fit. Or he could have used the sirens. Either way, it would have worked out better than Sombra. Or if he really wanted to use Sombra for that part, then instead of using a clip from Legend of Everfree, he could have used something from either the Crystal Empire, the two-parter from Season 3, or from the Crystalling in Season 6 of the actual physical Crystal Empire surrounded by, like, the dark menacing clouds and stuff. He could have used that to, like, set it up and then have Sombra coming in and attacking after the little word bit there. You get where I'm going with that. Just some consistency would have been nice there. Otherwise, it all worked out pretty well. Especially the ending. The ending, like, I didn't know how he was going to do it. I wasn't even really putting too much thought into it, but if I had been asked, hey, how would you have this part go? I would have just been like, I don't freaking know. I mean, how do you... The ponies don't even attack one another physically that often, and it has to be a good character attacking a good character, or at least a traditionally good character attacking a good character. So how do you do that? And he spliced it together perfectly to make it look like Twilight was getting the crap beat out of her by Celestia, and that was wonderful. And using the intro from from Friendship Games for the title sequence, that was pretty darn good. And I don't know how he does his titles, but that looked stunning. It does. So overall, I mean, nitpicks, yes. Constructive criticisms, things I'd like to see him do in the future a little bit differently, things that I personally would have done a little bit differently, yes. But overall, this was a wonderfully done trailer. I loved watching it. I will love watching it in the future. I don't know if it's my favorite of his, but it's definitely up there. Better than average, definitely. So now I can actually tell you all to say goodbye, because I am out of here.